I became afraid of the germs that could attack me. Everything had to be kept clean. My room was the cleanest room in the house. I changed my linen every 2 days, driving my parents crazy, and refused to use the same towel and washcloth twice without washing them. My friends and family thought I was nuts. I took my own plasticware that I had washed thoroughly to school to use for eating lunch and even to restaurants. It got so bad that for a while my parents were thinking about sending me to a shrink. But then they thought I'd grow out of it. I never did grow out of it. When other girls my age were giggling about kissing boys, I became nauseous. Kissing? Letting someone put their germy lips on mine? No way! I didn't even want anyone to touch my hands, and I was always using a package wipe when they did. This was annoying to many people because I refused to shake hands with them. I would just nod my head in acknowledgement, but I simply couldn't stand the thought of someone touching my hands when I didn't know if their hands were clean or not. Needless to say, getting through high school was a real challenge. I did not participate in any sports and finally managed to get a doctor's permission to be excused from gym classes. I couldn't stomach the idea of working up a sweat and then having to share a shower with other people. I didn't know who cleaned the showers or what cleaning solutions they used to clean them, so I wasn't about to get into one. As bad as things were in high school, it wasn't until I started working that I realized I had a problem. No place was ever clean enough, and my coworkers couldn't stand the fact that I had to wipe down everything before doing anything. They complained and I was finally fired. My first job, while I was in high school, gone down the tubes. Now I had to really think about how I was going to make a living and still not be attacked with other folks' germs. That was not going to be easy. Instead of life getting better, it became more complicated. Now I had discovered that I really didn't want to be around people who were sneezing and coughing and touching. The only problem was I didn't know how to prepare myself for a job that didn't require me to be around other people. So I did some research on my home computer and discovered that I could finish high school and go to college through online courses. I did just that. Of course, the initial meetings of the classes always caused me some concern because they were face-to-face meetings. And at the end of each one, inevitably, someone would try to shake my hand and I would have to politely move away from them. At home, I was confident in my ability to exceed and in my ability to keep me safely away from germs. Protecting me from germs became a life challenge. I seldom went to see a doctor because of the other patients who carry germs. When I absolutely had to go, I would wear my usual mask and make sure I had gloves with me. I made sure the doctors would disinfect their equipment in front of me before I'd let them use it on me. I'm sure I was not one of their favorite patients, but what else could I do? This habit lasted longer than it needed to and is actually the reason for me being where I am.